Daddy Pig drove his red truck home, and it was covered in mud. Peppa and George were playing when Daddy Pig asked them to wash the truck. The siblings ran outside happily and saw the big muddy truck. George was surprised by how dirty the truck was, while Peppa dragged the hose closer. Peppa turned on the hose, spraying water that washed away the mud. The truck was now sparkling clean, and Peppa and George smiled brightly. Soap bubbles! Peppa and George are having so much fun. Peppa and George have a new toy, a bottle of bubble soap. George is blowing bubbles. Peppa is blowing bubbles. They run around, chasing the bubbles and laughing together. Today, the sun was shining brightly. Peppa and George sat under the umbrella, while Mummy Pig brought out a watering can for them.
Huh? Yippee!
Peppa happily ran into the garden and started watering the plants. Peppa's watering can quickly ran out of water. George ran over with another watering can and continued watering the plants. The plants in the garden grew strong, with green leaves and colorful flowers blooming. Today, golden sunlight bathes Peppa's garden. A gentle breeze and bird song welcome a truly wonderful morning. Peppa just can't sit still when the bright blue sky calls her outside. Meanwhile, George enjoys building his own little tower. But fun is always better when shared. Before long, the kite is dancing high above, swaying with every gust of wind. It's a beautiful morning at Peppa's house. George Pig really loves to play outside. Mummy, Daddy, and Peppa have already gone out too. Hop in the car. Time to hit the road. George Pig loves going shopping with his family. Peppa and George love going shopping.
Hey! Hey!
First, we need to find the bananas. Today, Peppa and George are going to the playground with their family. Peppa and George love going to the playground with their family. George loves spending time on the slide, going up and down again and again. Peppa and George also love playing on the swings. George is enjoying the swing, while Mummy Pig gently pushes him higher and higher. While George enjoys the swing, Peppa and Daddy Pig head over to buy some ice cream. Today is a fun-filled swimming day for Peppa's family. Everyone is excited as they head to the pool for a day of splashing, swimming, and making unforgettable memories together. Everyone steps out from the changing rooms, Peppa and George in their colorful swimsuits. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are also ready to relax and enjoy a day by the pool. Everyone is putting on their swimsuits, ready for a fun day at the pool. Daddy begins to blow up the float for his little one. Daddy is blowing up the float for his daughter. Now we can go into the water.
Hey! Hey!
Oh, so it turns out little brother is afraid of the water. Today is sports day at Peppa's school. All the kids are so excited. The whistle blows. It's time to start. The kids line up neatly under the teacher's guidance. Their faces show excitement and anticipation. What will be the first event? They were both excitedly talking to each other about who ran faster and reached the finish line first. The race begins. The kids run with all their might, their feet flying across the ground. Who will reach the finish line first? One by one, all the others fall behind, leaving only Peppa and Rebecca Rabbit chasing each other at full speed. The cheers from the crowd get louder, and the tension rises. Molly Cat won! Wow, she's so fast! Peppa and George lay on the grass, watching fluffy white clouds drift across the sky. Suddenly, a big cloud shaped just like Daddy Pig appeared, making the little ones giggle with delight. The cloud stretched out its soft, fluffy arm and lifted Peppa and George gently into the sky. Peppa and George rode on the fluffy cloud, watching their little house grow smaller below. The magical cloud took them around the hills in the sky, before gently returning them to the familiar garden. Bedroom party! Peppa and George are still fast asleep, but something mysterious has just appeared in their room.
Wow!
The moment they wake up, they spot a big box in the corner, and it looks full of secrets. Huh? George taps on the lid to see what's inside, while Peppa listens closely, but all they hear is silence. When the lid opens, colorful paper and balloons spill out, and the idea for a mini party begins. It turns out the real surprise wasn't in the box. It was in the moments they spent together. Wow! Library. Today, Peppa and George are going to the bookstore. Come on, family, let's get in the car. Peppa and George really love going to the bookstore. There are so many books to choose from. Peppa picks a princess book. And George chooses a dinosaur book. The giant shoe. Peppa and George were stunned when they saw a giant shoe appear in the garden. Peppa immediately turned it into a playground, while George was still wondering, whose shoe could this be? For Peppa, the shoe became the perfect slide. For George, it was more like a treasure chest. Soon, the giant shoe rolled around like a ride, filling the garden with laughter. Peppa and George dash across the garden, giggling and chasing after the giant shoe as if it were the most magical toy in the world. But the biggest surprise came when Daddy Pig showed up, holding another giant shoe. In the end, the family realized that joy needs no reason, just a pair of oversized shoes and endless imagination. Today, Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig go out, so Peppa and George decide to spend the whole morning playing outside. Peppa starts scooping sand and builds a little castle in the yard. Places his toy dinosaur in front of the castle, turning it into a guard at the gate. Whoa. Suddenly, a ball rolls down from the sky. Peppa picks it up and kicks it gently to George. They run around, passing the ball back and forth, filling the garden with laughter. And when Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig return, they find Peppa and George had a wonderful morning together. The magical ladder. But this was no ordinary ladder. It began to shake and slowly lift off the ground. Peppa climbed up quickly while George held on tight. Together, they rose higher and higher. The ladder floated past the apple tree, gently knocking apples down into the grass. Finally, the ladder landed back on the ground. Peppa and George tumbled off, laughing all the way. Super hot day. Today, the weather is so hot that Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig feel the heat as soon as they step outside. Peppa and George run straight to the backyard. Peppa, who loves mud, jumps right into a puddle. But the mud was so dry, it cracked. Peppa and George are ready in their swimsuits. Daddy Pig is ready too. Mummy Pig is ready as well. George and Daddy Pig bring out an inflatable pool, while Peppa carries the hose to fill it with water. Before long, the pool is full. The pig family splashes and laughs together, turning a hot day into fun. Peppa suddenly discovered a strange rock in the yard, while George looked at it nervously. When Peppa touched it, the rock began to tremble, as if there was magic inside. Soon, the rock grew as big as a ball and started rolling. Peppa and George ran after it. Peppa happily rode on top of the rolling rock, while George struggled to catch up. But as it rolled down a slope, Peppa tumbled into the grass, and the rock rolled away, leaving both Peppa and George sad. Suddenly, the rock returned, shrinking back beside them, and joy filled the air once again. Painting on the wall. Peppa brought out a box of chalk and noticed the big white wall beside the house. George ran over with colorful chalk pieces, excited to join his sister. Aha!
Huh.
Go! Go!
Peppa starts drawing flowers on the wall. George draws flowers in a boat on the water. Daddy Pig draws the sun in a house. After the rain, shiny puddles appeared all over Peppa's garden. Peppa and George put on raincoats and boots to explore the yard.
Wow!
Peppa jumped into a big puddle, making ripples spread out. George jumped into the puddle, sending water splashing everywhere. They jumped together again and again, splashing water and making the puddle bigger. Daddy Pig walked over and made a huge jump, splashing water high into the air. Peppa Family Rainy Day. Peppa is dashing around, giggling with her dinosaur in hand. Despite the rain outside, Peppa and George are happily playing indoors. George is happily playing with his toy airplane. With a little imagination, the living room turns into Princess Peppa's castle, guarded by Sir George the dinosaur. Something's missing. George, come here! Peppa calls out. Oh dear, poor George. That chair is almost bigger than him. All hail King Dinosaur, ruler of the castle. Moonlit night. Daddy is watching TV. Peppa and George are very happy. Huh? Mummy Pig gives Peppa and George new lanterns. Peppa asks Daddy Pig to go outside and play with lanterns.
Yahoo! Aha!
Today, the pig family is going to the beach. Peppa and George laugh with joy. First, the family stops to admire the bright sun over the sea. Mommy Pig puts sunscreen on the whole family. Peppa loves spending time at the beach.
Hey! Hey! Aha!
Peppa and George were playing happily in the sunny garden. Peppa blew little bubbles that sparkled and floated all over the yard. George ran after the bubbles, laughing loudly. Peppa blew a giant bubble that carried her floating around the garden.
Wow!
The giant bubble popped, and Peppa landed safely. Peppa and George looked at each other and laughed brightly. Go to a restaurant.
Yahoo!
Today is a very fun day. Peppa, George, and Daddy Pig are going out. At the cinema, Gerald Giraffe has just finished watching a film and meets Peppa's family.
Hi!
George is starting to feel hungry. Gerald Giraffe has an idea. They will all go to the restaurant. George quickly grabs a sandwich and takes a big bite. What a lovely day, with movies, friends, and lots of yummy food.